Okay. Good evening. Got it. Good evening. Today is Monday, December 20th, 2021. This is a regular session of the School Board of School Trustees of the School City of East Chicago. The time is now 6:08 p.m. We apologize for the time. We had some technical difficulties, but we're still working and getting it together. The place is the School City of East Chicago, Administration Building 1401, East 144th Street, and that's in East Chicago, Indiana, 46312. It's also being via stream live on www.scec.k12.in.us. This is a meeting of the school board in public for the purpose of conducting the school corporation's business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. We ask that people be respectful of all those that are presenting, as well as for the purposes of us on Zoom today, we want to make sure we're hearing everything. So we ask that please be respectful. The first item we have on our agenda is the call to order. Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Present.
Trustee Gomez,
Present.
Trustee Williams,
Present.
Trustee Smith,
I think she got it.
Orange.
Present. You have to unmute yourself, Diane. You're on mute right now.
Okay,
There
present.
you
There you
go.
go.
Okay,
There you go.
perfect. Yes. All righty. Next, we will have the Pledge of Allegiance, and we'll have Miss Peters, who's in the building, come with her group.
Stand right here. I think this is where we need to be.
Yes,
Oh,
perfect.
precious.
Okay, I have my friends with me. I have Faith. Good evening. I have my friends Faith, Karam, and X with me. And we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Awesome. And these are our preschoolers at Carrie Gosh. And that was our principal, also Miss Jessica Peters. Thank you very much for leading us.
Thank you.
The next item on the agenda that we have is the approval of the agenda. Can I have a motion for approval of the agenda?
Madam President, I make a motion for approval.
Trustee Smith makes a motion for approval.
A second.
Trustee Rodriguez seconds the motion. Are there any questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
Trustee Gomez,
Yes.
Trustee Williams,
Yes.
Trustee Smith,
Yes,
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Yes. Item number 2, we have a presentation, and first up, we have Carrie Gosh Principal, Ms. Peters.
He's here, he's in the back.
Oh,
He just wants to stand in front of the camera.
Oh, okay.
And he'll drive the
He can
bus.
see me?
Yes, he can see you.
Okay. You guys can see me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good evening, Madam President Hernandez Orange and the board members. I'm Jessica Peters. I'm the principal of Carrie Gosh Early Learning Center. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, Jeremy, next, okay. So just gonna present some information about our school for you and give you a snapshot of some data that we have. This is our school vision. All pre-K students will be provided a safe and inviting learning environment that promotes a well-balanced academic and social foundation that prepares them for kindergarten. And our mission is learning for all, whatever it takes. Here's our demographic data for this year. Total enrollment is 130 right now. We have 43% Black, 35% Hispanic, 20% multiracial, 2% white, and 28 of our students have disabilities. Here are our attendance percentages for the year so far. As you can see, in September, we have the greatest attendance percentage, and COVID has been affecting our attendance, but I think that we're doing fairly well. So this month we're at 88.05%. These are our school improvement plan goals. And the first goal is to provide for our teachers to provide lessons and activities with just the right amount of challenge to increase rigor, authentic inquiry, and promote student academic achievement. Our staff will complete the requirements for Paths to Quality, that's PTQ. Our second goal relates to our help referral, and that is used with our MTSS team. Our MTSS team meets twice a month to ensure proper MTSS supports for students. We have Spirit Weeks and perfect attendance recognized to increase attendance. And for our third goal, teachers will monitor progress, analyze data, and determine interventions and needed differentiation, focusing on the following SKBs related to iSprout. That's our assessment that we use all year. And those SKBs are for ELA, uppercase and lowercase letters, for math, number words, and for SEL, social behaviors. These were the SKBs that were selected by our teachers because they feel that they're most important for our students who are moving on to kindergarten. Next. So more about iSprout. This is our assessment that we use. It is the Indiana Student Performance Readiness and Observation of Understanding tool, and it's for students ages 3 to 6. We use this to help learn about our children's skills, knowledges, and behaviors. Those are the SKBs. It is aligned to the Indiana Early Learning Foundations, and it includes social and emotional skills, English language arts, mathematics, physical development, and science and fine art. So this is ongoing all year. There are 4 reporting periods. Right now we are finishing up our second reporting period, and you'll see I have data to show you from the first reporting period to the second reporting period. It's recommended that children be assessed multiple times per year to demonstrate areas of growth and to inform instruction. Next. So here's our snapshot. This was from reporting period 1 to reporting period 2. And what we look for is growth. And we want our students to progress from level to level. So for uppercase letters, the progression that we saw was 58%, lowercase letters, 49%, social behaviors, 50%, and then math, number words, 53%. And this was a comparison of the students who were assessed in these SKBs in the first reporting period, and then also the second reporting period. Next. So what makes our school unique? We have students learn procedures, routines, and foundations to help prepare them for kindergarten. We have a very dedicated staff. It's an all pre-K building. We have STEAM, gross motor, and sensory rooms, and we house the parent cafe at Gary Gosh. Ready to Soar is from the Mental Health America of Northwest Indiana. It's a program. They screened 53 of our students this year, and they assessed them in the development of language, motor, cognitive, social, emotional, and emergent literacy. Of the 53, 27 students were identified as potential delay or concern. And so they work with these parents and students. They do consults and workshops for the parents who are interested. We will be forming social work groups with the students who are who have the potential delays or concerns. We're going to be looking at that data. And then teachers also use this data to help drive their interventions as well. Next. Past quality. This is PTQ. And it's a rating and improvement system. It assesses the quality of care within our program and work to improve our quality level. This is not mandatory, but we are participating. It helps us to receive grants and puts us on track for a quality program. So it provides an accountability measure for funding, creates an alignment between licensing, subsidy, and quality across childcare, Head Start, and the Department of Education's early learning guidelines. Right now, we're at a level 1. We're working for level 2 and hopefully 3 as well. Next. Our MTSS team, as I said, meets twice a month, and our team meets with individual teachers as well. If they have a help referral and they have a struggling student who's struggling academically or with behavior. So we look at data, behavior data, attendance data, iSprout data, Ready to Soar data, and then we determine necessary supports and interventions. We collaborate with our Infinity counselor, and it's solution-based. So we're always looking for solutions to our concerns and problems. And this is our Build, Learn, Grow Stabilization Grant. Our estimated grant award is $302,847, which is wonderful. Very excited about that. We have already been brainstorming how we could potentially use this money. And the expenses include, the allowable expenses include, as you see, personnel costs, facility costs, maintenance and improvements, COVID-19 safety-related needs, goods and services necessary to resume and strengthen operations, mental health supports for children and employees, and health and safety training. Some of the things that we have discussed are inclusive equipment to add to our playground. We're looking at improving our library with flexible seating and new carpeting, and a possible new curriculum. So now comes the fun part. We have lots of pictures I wanted to share with you guys of some things that we've done this year. We had our apple orchard field trip. We weren't able to go to the orchard, but our teachers said, let's bring the orchard to us. So they worked so hard at planning the different stations for our students, and it was just wonderful. We had a photo booth. There was an apple parts table. There was a maze, a corn maze. The students made art projects, and they had a lot of fun. Next. We also partner with our top 20 providers, and this is one of our classes doing the top 20 dance sessions. Miss Courtney is our leader, and she comes in 4 times a week, and each class is assigned a time to go and do some dancing, and the students really do love it. Next. Took some pictures of our STEAM room. So you can see some of our students here learning about gravity and ramps. Our STEAM room is a wonderful place for our students to explore and gain knowledge about science, technology, art, and math. Thank you. Next. We also have our CTE students from the high school coming over on Thursdays. So they come over and they are assigned to a classroom. And right now they are doing observations, and they will also, as time goes on, they'll be given different tasks and different opportunities to work with the students more and more. So just a couple pictures there. We love having them there. The kids love them. We also determine parent presentations that are needed from our MTSS meetings. So this was our Indiana Parenting Institute presentation, and we had great participation there. And we hope to have more presentations in the near future. Next. We have Spirit Weeks every month. This was our December Spirit Week. This was Dress Like Snowman Day. So I wanted to share some fun pictures with you guys. Next.
Cute.
More of our Dress Like a Snowman Day. And next. And then I of course, I wanted to share some student work with you. There's so much work that's posted in our hallways. And as you can see, we have some Three Little Pigs work, more or less. And we have some holiday bulletin boards. Next. So that concludes my presentation. If anyone has any questions, I can take those and answer.
Board, does anyone have any questions?
Madam President,
Trustee Gomez.
I have a couple questions. The ages of your students are what, and how long do they stay with you for, Ms. Peters?
We have 3- and 4-year-olds, and so they're with us for 2 years. They can be with us for 2 years if they enter at 3. If they enter at 4, they're with us for a year.
It's just 1 year, okay. And then where are you at in terms of capacity? Are you at full capacity right now?
So because of COVID, we're really looking to see how full the classrooms are as far as social distancing. We're also starting nap time when we come back from winter break. So we did a mock setup of the cots, and making sure those all fit in the classrooms is also a concern. So we're looking at several different things as far as capacity. We're not at capacity. We're getting students in from First Steps constantly. So we also take them in and they're added to our enrollment as well.
Okay, great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? I just have one question in regards to the reason why the preschool program was initially started was because we wanted to capture the students at a younger age, one, to help with the educational process, but 2, to make sure that we have because it's a free preschool in East Chicago, we wanted to see if we could capture them at a younger age and keep them going through from K on up. My question is, do we have any data that supports that actually is happening, or if it's not, just out of curiosity?
I myself don't have that data, but in the future, we can definitely gather that data to look at it.
Okay, yeah, I would appreciate that. I am excited for the grant. That's a big yes to the preschool program, and I know that's going to help. I love the STEAM rooms that you guys have, and to be able to continue to put stuff like that in the school building would be great. And to be able to just continue to do more, and hopefully we start the kids off early and we do capture them and keep them in the school system. All things that I believe are in the right direction. So thank you, Ms. Peters, for everything that you're doing there, as well as the staff and the little kiddos who came again.
Yes, thank you again for coming. My pleasures. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Peters.
Thank you.
Presentation.
Thank you.
The next presenters that we have will be Sodexo.
Hello, board members. My name is Dominique Nelson. I am the Food Service Director here at School City of East Chicago. I'm coming to you today with a food and nutritional services update. Please bear with me. I just noticed that the presentation. All right. Next, please. So I'm going to open up with the USDA guidelines. What I have featured here is what we base our menus off of daily to be sure that we are regularly feeding the students according to what the USDA guidelines have set in place. We make sure that we follow this stencil to be compliant with all meals that we serve here at School City of East Chicago. Next. So we have experienced some effects from the pandemic, just as all have. Some of the effects that we have experienced have come to supply chain, the mill operation, as well as labor. Our supply chain has experienced a huge disruption, which has limited the supplies and products that we typically would receive. Our mill operation has changed. We are making sure that we have our students' well-being at the forefront to be sure that we are able to still be able to supply meals to them that are nutritional and being sure that we're still able to meet their needs daily. What we've had to come up with so that we're able to kind of make sure that we can curb the spread of COVID will be a grab and go style service that we have done here at School City of East Chicago. Next. So as I mentioned, some of the issues that stem from the supply chain challenges are labor, plant efficiencies, demand volatility, as well as freight market and carrier capacity. It's just been very difficult for manufacturers to be able to meet the demand. The 2020 start of the pandemic really put a lot of pause to a lot of things. And once everything got back into motion, it was just difficult for them to keep up. And especially with the demand that we have here in school districts. Next. Inflation continues to rise, and it's making it difficult for manufacturers to meet the demand of cost increase. One huge shift that we saw in this pandemic was the shift to individually wrapped items. That was definitely something, and it is still something that is hard for manufacturers to keep up with. However, despite that, we have still made sure to keep rolling and still have every component necessary to meet the USDA guidelines for our menus. Next. As stated, there's been issues with the supply chain and the government has hurt us. And one way that they responded to us was by sending a 1.5 billion relief to school districts to relieve the student lunch crunch. Next. So I've added here just a few vendor and category updates. Speaking here of chicken as well as milk and potatoes. Unfortunately, there just was not the production that they wanted to be able to see over the summer. They weren't able to do the production at the same level that they were normally able to. Regardless, our menus and our food service operation has not been impacted negatively. We have still been able to show up and provide each component that's necessary to our school's nutritional menu needs. Next. What I have here is just a message from our vendor. We're regularly connecting with our vendors, and this is just a sample message here that's just stating to us, we do understand that things have changed, but though things have changed, we are appreciating your continued business, and they are just giving us their words to let us know exactly how they are responding to the needs that we have. Next. Here I have meal counts. I thought it was very important to be able to show where we were last year compared to where we are now. Our meal counts have doubled, almost tripled in some instances. And still, we're still here and able to continue to provide the nutritional needs that we need daily for our students. Next. One of the things that we found were very important is that what we wanted to do once we opened up this year is that despite the pandemic, we still wanted to be able to offer our students a sense of normalcy. What's very important is to be able to get out to the students and be able to hear exactly what it is that they need or what it is that they want, should I say, because we know what they need, but it's still important to also hear their voice on what it is that they want. We wanted to be able to incorporate them so that they could feel as if that they are having a opinion or their thoughts, it matters in how it is we are serving them. What I have here is just a picture of our serving line where we do offer varieties of fruits from apples, bananas, cherries, as well as different vegetables too. Next. Here, I've just added an additional photo of the serving line just so that you're able to see the different options that we do have available. Next. Pictures say 1,000 words. As I'm in the schools and I'm visiting, I regularly go and I speak with the students just so that I can hear, how they are responding and reacting to the food. A lot of times, unfortunately, these students only receive meals when they come in to school. And it's important that we're making sure that we are delivering nutritional meals to these students, but not just nutritional meals, but also meals that they would enjoy to eat. Next. I have it where the students actually received a poll from me so that I can understand exactly, what differences they were looking to have. And the conversations that I have with them are quite entertaining, because I have it here where I have Rebecca say that she enjoys her food and she eats lunch every day. I have it where some students are asking, why can't they come through the line twice? Next. I also have, this was really funny to me when a student came and said, so did you get a sponsor? I thought that was really, really funny. Next. And here, what I think is so important that I wanted to make sure that I captured was just the smiles on their faces as well as they came through our serving lines. Next. Despite what the pandemic has, the challenges that it has put on us, we have still made sure and put a focus on the nutritional guidelines and meals that the students are receiving. There is a student food committee that is put together that I am speaking with the students regularly, where I'll be offering different menu items to them that they will be able to try and then have featured on the next day's menu. Next. While also still focusing on the students' nutritional needs each day, we're also handling different care events as well throughout the district. What I have showed here is a taco bar retirement party, as well as the top 20 dinner that we did before we concluded last year's school year. Next. This pictured here is also just the Teacher Appreciation Week where we opened up this year. Next. More pictures as well from the Teacher Appreciation Week. Next. Our board dinners that we so love to cook for you, each board dinner when we do get the opportunity to. Next. Here is just feedback from some of our administrators here within the district about how they feel about the food service operation within their schools. I wanted to be sure to also add that as well. One of the biggest things that is our focus and what we truly want to make sure that we bring regularly is that we know that these students deserve nothing but the best, and we want to be sure that we're able to provide that to them every single day. Sodexo is committed to not just focusing on making sure that we feed the students of tomorrow, but we're also making sure too that we focus as well on just the development of the district too. We regularly, or each year, should I say, we do a 2,500 backpack check grant that we do distribute each year to the district. We also are regularly committed to our annual holiday meals, where we serve over 1,000 meals each year. We have also worked with you all in the past. We worked with the $10,000 donation that we have also donated to the Block Stadium scoreboard, and just so much more. We are committed to not just feeding the students of School City of East Chicago, but just committed to also being a true partner here. This will conclude my presentation. Are there any questions? I think you're on mute.
Are there any questions, board? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we will move to the business portion of the meeting. The first item on the agenda is approval of minutes, 11:3 executive session, 11:8 special session, 11:15 special session. What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I move for approval.
Trustee Gomez makes a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Rodriguez seconds the motion. Any questions? Ms. Brigham, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes. Item number 2, approval of claim docket. What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, make a motion to approve.
Trustee Rodriguez makes a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Are there any questions?
Madam President,
Trustee Gomez.
let's see here. I'm trying to open this document up. I apologize. Well, I'll speak to the superintendent about that offline. Thank you.
Are there any other questions? Ms. Brigham, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes. Item number 3, approval of personnel report. What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I make a motion for approval.
Trustee Smith makes a motion for approval.
I'll
Second.
second.
Trustee Gomez seconds the motion. Any questions? I do want to state that I will be abstaining from the vote because my husband is on there to be a 8th grade girls basketball coach, so I will be abstaining. Ms. Brigham, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
No.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez on.
Abstain.
Yeah.
Item number 4, approval of distribution of payroll.
Madam President, make a motion to approve.
Trustee Rodriguez makes a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Any questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes. Item number 5, approval of donation report and superintendent.
This is a donation from BPAN that you have on your report. They donated their annual items for the holiday or for the winter, 60 gloves, 48 hats for adults, 72 children's gloves, and 72 children's hat. I am requesting your approval to accept this donation. They actually did distribute it at the holiday dinner on December the 12th.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, make a motion to approve.
Trustee Rodriguez makes a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Gomez seconds the motion. Are there any questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes. Item number 6, approval of interventionist contract, Linda Celestine, superintendent.
Linda Celestine, we're seeking your approval for her to be able to be the interventionist at Lincoln Elementary for a second semester, which would start on January the 4th and end in June. It's for second semester only, to be able to support students in the areas of English language arts. Is for Title I students only.
Thank you. What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, make a motion to approve item 6.
Trustee Rodriguez makes a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Are there any questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
No.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes. Item number 7, acceptance of tag funds. What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I move for approval.
Trustee Gomez makes a motion for approval.
I'll second.
Trustee Rodriguez seconds the motion. Dr. Finley, I am sorry. Just you wanted to let us know what the tag funds are so we can put on record.
Yes, absolutely. TAG is the Teacher Appreciation Grant that the Indiana Department of Education allocates every year to teachers who are effective and highly effective. We received a total amount of $121,177.15. The highly effective stipend must be 25% more than the effective stipend. So we have, in our district, we have 157 of our teachers who were, because this is last year's allocation, rated as effective, and they have received a total of $487.09. We have a total of 48 highly effective teachers who have received a total of $608.86. They did receive this disbursement on their December 10th payroll.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes. Item number 8, acceptance of 2021-2022 Title I Grant Fund, Superintendent.
This is our annual allocation for Title I funds, which is in the total of $3,353,066.24. This grant will support the salaries of 56 certified and non-certified staff members, providing district-wide support to at-risk students, including our non-public schools, and our neglected site, which is the Carmelite Home. There's an allocation for St. Stan's in the amount of $112,259.58. Bishop Knoll in the total of $100,928.57. St. Casimir in the total of $29,157.02. And then our Carmelite home is $62,445.58 that we share with them.
Thank you. What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I move for approval.
Trustee Gomez makes the motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Are there any questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Yes. Item number 9, acceptance of 2021-2022 Title II grant funds. Superintendent.
This is our Title II grant, which is all about improving teacher quality. It has been approved by, our plan has been approved by the Indiana State Board of Education, and the total allocation is $336,127.92. This grant is all about teacher training. It lasts for 27 months. And it also includes the integration of technology into the curriculum and instruction, as well as class size reduction. We do have to share these funds with one non-public school, and that's St. Stan's, in the total of $16,630.31.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, make a motion to approve.
Trustee Rodriguez makes a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Are there any questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
Bless you.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Yes. Item number 10, acceptance of the 2021-2022 Title III grant funds. Dr. Finley.
This is our English language learner grant. It has been approved by the Indiana State Board of Education in the amount of $66,004. This grant supports our English language coaches as well as our parents to ensure that our English learners are properly identified and assessed using the WIDA assessment. You heard Ms. Pisco present last meeting about our English language learners. We have to share a portion of these funds with our non-public school, and that's St. Stan's, and that is the amount of $4,292.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam
Madam
President,
President,
go ahead.
go ahead, Smith. Go ahead, trustee Smith.
Madam President, I make a motion for approval.
Trustee Smith makes the motion for the approval.
I'll
Trustee-
second.
Trustee Rodriguez seconds the motion. Are there any questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Yes. Item 11, acceptance of the 2021-2022 Title IV grant funds. Dr. Finley.
This grant is Title IV, and it's about student support and academic enrichment, which has also been approved by the Indiana State Board of Education in the amount of $265,564.26. 3 areas of focus for this grant is about well-rounded educational opportunities, social emotional learning supports for students, and effective technology integration. We have to also share a portion of these funds with our non-public school, which is St. Stan's, in the amount of $13,139.09.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I move for approval.
Trustee Gomez makes a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Are there any questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Yes. Item number 12, acceptance of the 2021-2022 NESP funds. Dr. Finley.
NESP stands for our non-English speaking learners grant that we have, our program rather. Once again, another grant that has been approved by the Indiana State Board of Education in the amount of $213,417.05. This grant supports the salaries of 11 of our English language pairs in the district who serves our students in the classroom. There is no public school share for this.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I make a motion to approve.
Trustee Rodriguez makes the motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Are there any questions? Ms. Brigham, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez Orange.
Yes. Item 13, approval of emergency fire alarm proposal / contract. Dr. Finley.
This is a bigger project. It will be eventually, but right now we have a sense of urgency at Lincoln Elementary where we need to update and modify their fire panels along with some other items within their building. So we'll come to you later with something different, but right now this is an emergency.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I move for approval.
Trustee Gomez makes a motion for approval.
I'll second.
Trustee Rodriguez seconds the motion. Are there any questions?
Madam President.
Trustee Gomez.
Okay, there's a couple of things. One, I did notice some of the items listed here do not include, for example, permits and so on. There's a couple other possible expenditures. How would those be covered, Superintendent?
Well, we're going to make sure we have a discussion with them, and before they move forward with this project, we'll make sure that we come back to you if we have anything that we need to update and modify with their cost.
Okay, and I noticed this proposal, if I'm not mistaken, yes, it has pages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 7, but there's no page 7 here.
I have, on the next page, I'm sorry, I apologize. There's one page missing. I will say to you that this contract has been thoroughly vetted by our attorney as well. So, so there must be a page that we left out of here, but this is the gist of it. So before we move for formal signature and signing off, I'll ensure that you all get all 7 pages of the contract.
Thank you.
Trustee Gomez on page 1 on the scope continued. It states on there, any state or local plan review fees or permits required for the installation or approval of the system is not included. So
Right.
I think what used to happen previously is the CFO and then would come up with the solution to that. And I know, like, for what we have in our department, it's hard to decide who's going to do what. So we definitely need to know before we move forward, because it depends on how much that's going to be.
Yeah, there's another section in there, fire watch, that's required depending on the kind of work they're doing. So that would also entail some man hours or employee hours, I should say. So yeah, I'd like to get a better feel for what that would be like in addition to getting the 7th page. Thank you.
So my only question is, how soon is this project, once we get all the information, how soon will they be able to start?
Well, given your approval tonight, then we will start that conversation with them hopefully tomorrow. And while the kids are out, we can at least start the walkthrough and figure out what the permits and everything costs. It's kind of hard right now with the holidays because we know that people are going to be off. So we're going to do our best to put together a project timeline to be able to get this done for the kids. But right now, there's no need for a fire watch. You're correct, Trustee Gomez, and that when we get ready to start this project, if they have to shut something off, we will have to do that fire watch where we have someone in the building 24 hours a day, 7 days a week until we get the problem resolved.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Madam President, I do have one
Trustee
question.
Rodriguez.
more of a comment than a question, but just to add to Trustee Gomez and Trustee Smith comments. I know that the manufacturer, there was some questions regarding the manufacturer, whether that's the same manufacturer we're going to be dealing with in the future. So we may want to check on that if we're putting new product on the Lincoln, on new Lincoln.
Okay, thank you.
Are there any other questions or concerns? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
yes,
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes. The next item is approval of snow removal contract. Superintendent?
This, we're seeking approval, we already did the approval at the last meeting for the vendor. This is now the official contract that our attorney has drawn up for Calumet Waste and Recycling contract for their 2-year agreement with us for snow vehicle removal.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I move for approval.
Trustee Gomez
Second.
makes a motion for approval.
I'll second.
Trustee Rodriguez seconds the motion. Any questions? Just a thank you to our attorney as well as Dr. Finley. I know it was brought to our attention that there was kind of never a contract ever done for snow removal. And now we actually have something in place that we could continue to use moving forward. So thank you for, I guess, getting us up to speed. Any other comments? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
No.
trustee Smith,
yes,
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes. Item number 15, approval of financial consultant annual service agreement, Sender and Dalton.
This is the annual service agreement for Cinder and Dalton. We do need their services this year because we have tax codes are being updated and some other things are coming down the pipe from the state government that we definitely need their partnership given our current situation.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, make a motion to approve.
Trustee Rodriguez makes a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Gomez seconds the motion. Are there any questions? And Dr. Finley, I know we talked about this when we had this agenda, but I would like to see something where we start edging out Sender and Dalton. We are one of the school districts and probably the only one in Lake County that uses a financial advisor or a financial consultant in the school district. We will be able to save some money by not having them. Again, I will always say that I've ran into problems regarding the numbers with Sender and Dalton. So I always question what comes through. I know they are a help to our current CFO. And once we get everything together, I know we won't have to have the CFO have them help, but I would like to see just something showing how we're going to wean them out. I know we have different aspects of the school district where we're saying we're going to use this right now, but eventually we'll wean them out. I would like to see that conversation also had and shown to us on how we're going to get this done. That's basically it for me. And I'm assuming Jules saw this contract.
Yes, everything that's on there has been reviewed by the attorney.
Wonderful. All right, any other questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
No.
trustee Smith,
yes,
Chairman Hernandez on.
No. Item number 16, approval of JAG contract. What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, make a motion to approve.
Trustee Rodriguez makes a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Gomez seconds the motion. Are there any questions?
every year we partnership with this particular workforce board. And I don't think if I'm incorrect, I don't think we get a lot of data of how the students are progressing with this, or maybe I'm just wrong, but every year we approve this, and I don't know. I don't know where we are with this. I see it here, but is it really working?
Dr. Finley, can we have Jag come in and kind of do a presentation? I think it was maybe when you were a principal at Central, when we ended up having our Jag program be recognized, correct? A
That is-
couple of years ago.
Mhm.
But if we could have them come in, Trustee Smith, would you feel comfortable with that?
Sure, yes.
Okay, I'll make sure I get, I think it's the Center of Workforce Innovation that still oversees that program, so yes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Are there any questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
No.
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes. Item number 17, approval of Sylvan Learning tutoring contract with St. Casimir. Dr. Finley.
You heard me share with you earlier that we do have to share a portion of our funding, Title I through IV, with our non-public schools. St. Casimir is one of the schools that we have to oversee their funds, specifically for Title I. Overseeing the funds means that we have to come to our board and seek approval to have contracts approved. So St. Casimir is looking to provide services, tutoring specifically, to students in grades K through 8 in reading, language arts, and math, and they want to partner with Sylvan Learning to deliver these services. So we're seeking your approval.
What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, I move for approval.
Trustee Gomez makes the motion for approval.
I'll second.
Trustee Rodriguez seconds the motion. Any questions? And Dr. Finley, just to clarify, St. Casimir is in Hammond because they have our East Chicago students there is the reason why we're giving them funds, correct?
That is correct. So the money follows the students.
Correct, okay. Any questions? Ms. Bigum, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes. Item number 18, approval of student internship. Dr. Finley.
We want to offer our students the opportunity for them specifically from East Chicago Central High School to help the technology department December 27th through December the 29th from 8 to 12. I want to pay them $12 an hour so that they can help with inventorying some of our old technology assets, specifically Chromebooks and iPads. This will also help our students with their work-based learning goals that they have to meet for graduation requirements.
Thank you. What is the pleasure of the board?
Madam President, make a motion to approve.
Trustee Rodriguez makes a motion for approval.
Second.
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Any questions?
Madam President,
Trustee Gomez.
I know we had approved students before. Superintendent, is this the same group of students?
Yes, it's the same group of students that you guys worked with that worked over the summer.
Okay, thank you.
And just out of curiosity, and it's probably Mr. Ontiveto's question, but are these like CTE students that are wanting to get into technology and that's why we picked them? Or is it just, I just want to make sure we're giving everyone the opportunity to possibly help with technology, I guess, working with technology.
That's a question I cannot answer. I know that this came from Principal Brown as well, so it's a combination of Principal Brown and Mr. Antavedo. So my guess would be if there's some sort of CTE alignment here, because they do have to do some of these bigger certifications.
Right, okay.
So I can confirm them. I don't want to guess, I want to confirm.
And I apologize for not asking ahead of time. I just was thinking about that right now as we came to it, so. Are there any other questions?
Madam President,
Trustee Williams?
are these for students, I know that was once approved before, but this is for something new, probably the same job, but is there an application process for this? Or is that a part of your same question that you're gonna find out for Vanessa?
Yeah, I think that'll probably be part of the same, that I can find out what the process is to screen these students.
Are there any other questions? Ms. Brigham, roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
Yes.
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes, now we'll move to the superintendent remarks.
I really have just 2 remarks tonight. I want to say good evening again to everyone, and just 2 things. And the first one is congratulations to Grecia Alcantar, who received the Lilly Scholarship. That's a big deal for the school city of East Chicago, as she is one of 6 students in the Lake County area to receive this award. This means full tuition, everything for college. And she has been most recently accepted into the University of Notre Dame. I say, let's congratulate her on this huge accomplishment. That's a big deal. I don't know where she's gonna go, but I know it's gonna be someplace great. So we're excited for her achievements and her accomplishments. Number 2 relates to COVID. I just wanna say to everyone, as we prepare for a well-earned and deserved winter break, I wanted to take a moment to wish all of our students, families, and communities a happy, healthy, and safe holiday season. I hope everyone will have the opportunity to enjoy this time safely, of course, with family and friends, and recharge and rejuvenate as we head into 2022. Needless to say that the past 2 years have been challenging for all of us. And for many, it has also included illnesses and loss. All of you are part of the School City of East Chicago's extended family, and we empathize with you and your experiences. We remain hopeful that we will soon turn the corner on this pandemic, and are grateful for the support you have provided throughout this most unprecedented time. We still have some time before we can relax some of the strict health and safety protocols we have put in place at the direction of our local health officials in order to keep everyone as safe as possible. In the meantime, we hope that you will join us in counting the blessings around us and reflect upon the positives in our lives. Each day, I am reminded about the kindness and compassion that is so present throughout the School City of East Chicago community, like our holiday meal drive-through on December the 12th, where we served more than 700 families. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other. We are all in this together, and we have grown stronger in many ways through these challenges. I'm so proud there are many people and resources available to both our students and families to help address issues related to health, finances, technology, education, and so much more. Please utilize these resources and encourage others to do the same. COVID has interrupted our lives. There's something you can do. For those eligible, please get vaccinated or get your booster shot. If you have a family member experiencing symptoms over the holiday break, the East Chicago Health Department is available to test for COVID. Please follow the guidance on our website to answer questions you may have if your child experiences symptoms before school starts on January 2022. I strongly recommend, and this is from the guidance of our medical professionals across the country, that you take a COVID test 2 to 3 days before you return to school. This applies to our students and staff. Please remember to wear a mask, maintain social distancing, and wash your hands often. Again, if you experience symptoms, please get tested. As a reminder, students' first day of school after break is an e-learning day, which is on January the 4th. January 5th is the first day of returning to school in person. I want to wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday season and the best year ever in 2022. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, we'll go to trustee remarks. Are there any trustee remarks? I do have a couple that I would like to say. First, I'd like to thank our special guests in the audience, our Carrie Gosh students. I previously saw this at another school district, and it was a friend of mine. Her sons were actually saying the Pledge of Allegiance on Facebook at a school board meeting, and I thought, what a special way to let our students shine. We are here as the school board members to do what's right for students. So why not let them come and be able to, learn, show what they learn on a daily basis. So I'm excited that we're going to continue to do this, and thank you for coming. Tomorrow we will be hosting a work session to continue the process of the superintendent search. We will be discussing our application questions based off the questionnaire that was asked to be filled out by stakeholders. The results will be placed under the superintendent search tab on the website of the questionnaire, and then we will again just discuss the questions. I know we've been working on the brochure to have that sent out along with the application questions, and hopefully that will be done come next week, so we could have applicants begin to apply for the superintendent for a superintendency. Next, I would like to congratulate our new athletic director for her position. I know that she has not only trained myself when I worked in the athletic office, but other athletic directors in Lake County, and I believe that she's deserving. We recently have hired a secretary who was previously a secretary in one position, and now we're hiring a long-term time secretary for the athletic director position. So I am glad to see that we're looking within to have some of these positions filled. And to her, I look forward to seeing you in many late nights, and please make our athletic office flourish. We are in dire need of taking it to another direction, and I'm imploring you to have that done. Finally, as Dr. Finley said earlier, and you see us today in this board meeting, we are made up of how our school district looks. Some of us are on Zoom, others are in person, and we understand the severity of the surge that has come for COVID. I currently am at home because I tested positive. I ask that during this holiday season, take extreme precautions. The goal is to be back in school on January 4th. Students need to be in the school building for their well-being also. But we need everyone's help. We need to make sure that we are masked up when we're gone. We need to make sure we have small gatherings, make sure that we have, if possible, a test prior to coming to school, and also get your vaccinations. The city of East Chicago is available to all staff as well as students and parents and whatever families. We want to make sure that we keep our community safe. So please use the East Chicago Health Department whenever needed. I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. And like Dr. Finley said, I wish you all nothing but a wonderful new year. Next, we will have public forum.
There's no one.
No one's okay. The next, and we don't have anyone online, correct, Mr. Torres?
No.
Wonderful. Okay, so next date and time for meetings is we'll have a public work session on December 21st, which is tomorrow at 6 p.m. And obviously some of us will be via Zoom. And we'll also have our next public meeting on January 4th. And that would be at the school at the administration building. That's at 6 p.m. Can I have a motion for adjournment?
Madam President, make a motion to adjourn.
Trustee Rodriguez makes a motion for adjournment.
Second,
Trustee Smith seconds the motion. Are there any questions? Nope. Roll call, please.
Trustee Rodriguez,
Yes.
trustee Gomez,
Yes.
trustee Williams,
Yes.
trustee Smith,
yes.
Chairman Hernandez on.
Yes.